In 1947, something crossed the skies of New Mexico, and we were never the same again. A metallic flash streaked across the horizon and vanished into the arid dunes of Roswell, leaving behind only silence, wind, and questions. The sound of old radios echoed through homes as newspaper headlines announced the impossible: flying saucer found in the desert. But no one knew that in that moment, the world was about to change, not by war, nor by politics, but by something far greater than humanity itself. The decades that followed would turn Roswell into more than an accident. It became a symbol, the point where truth and secrecy met for the first time and never separated again. Have you ever wondered how a single decision can redefine everything we believe about the universe? Stay with me, because what you're about to discover may surprise you. The planet was still healing from the wounds of World War II. Fear, technological advancement, the tense silence of the Cold War. All of it created the perfect stage for the unknown. In the midst of a race for supremacy and science, anything coming from the sky could be seen as a threat or a revelation. And when the debris began to appear, the line between fiction and reality simply vanished. Now I want to go even deeper into this. It was Rancher William Brazel who found the first fragments, metallic pieces scattered across the dry ground of the Foster Ranch. They were thin, light, resistant. When he tried to bend them, they returned to their original shape. No tool could cut them, no flame could mark them. It didn't seem human, and yet it was right there before him, illuminated by the desert moon. He didn't know, but he was holding what many believed to be humanity's first contact with another world. The news spread fast. Within hours, the military surrounded the area, collected the wreckage, and sent everything to an airbase. The press arrived before the silence. Radios across the country broadcast the headline, "Air Force confirms a flying saucer was recovered in Roswell." For a brief moment, the world believed. People looked to the sky with fear, fascination, and hope. Something new had begun. But then came the twist. Less than 24 hours later, the same Air Force went back on its statement. It wasn't a flying saucer, they said, it was just a weather balloon. The press was instructed to delete everything. The debris vanished and silence was imposed. The case seemed closed, but doubt, that doubt no government can control, had already spread like fire across the desert. Now I want to go even deeper into this. Witnesses began to speak. Civilians, ranchers, journalists, even ex-military members, all described things that didn't fit the official story. They spoke of lights, of small bodies covered in something metallic, of muffled voices inside the airbase. They saw bodies, or at least something that looked human, but wasn't. Each account brought a new fragment of truth. Some said the material was secretly studied in laboratories, others that the army made agreements to keep everything hidden. The fear was real. People were interrogated. Documents disappeared, and those who asked too many questions were silenced. The truth seemed to be right there, in front of everyone, yet surrounded by shadows. That's when the first rumors about Operation Majestic 12 emerged, a supposed secret group created to study extraterrestrial craft and beings. Declassified FBI and CIA reports spoke of experiments, autopsies, reverse engineering, and communications beyond our understanding. Official reports began to vanish. Agents denied everything, politicians laughed, but each decade brought new evidence, a new thread of mystery. The government insisted it was all Cold War paranoia, but documents stamped confidential showed the opposite. Roswell had become the beating heart of a secret that spanned generations. Now I want to go even deeper into this. Years later, reports surfaced about the materials found at the site. Scientists who analyzed the mysterious fragments spoke of metallic alloys impossible to reproduce, with properties that defied all known physics. A metal that couldn't be cut, burned or molded, they said. And then came the testimonies about the bodies. Small, pale, with large eyes and indecipherable expressions. Were they human, clones, visitors? No one knew. But everyone who saw them was never the same again. These reports still divide scientists and skeptics. Some say it was the greatest cover-up in modern history. Others believe the government was only trying to protect military information. But there's one thing everyone agrees on. No one can ignore Roswell. It's impossible, because the case didn't die. On the contrary, it grew. It inspired films, books, investigations, and even space policies. The name Roswell became a symbol of mystery, a sign that perhaps we are not alone. Decades later, ufologists, physicists, and historians still revisit. The more they study it, the more questions emerge. Roswell isn't just an event, it's a mirror reflecting our fear of the unknown and our eternal desire to find something beyond ourselves. The cultural impact was so deep, it shaped an entire generation. Pop culture embraced the mystery. Shows like The X-Files and movies like E.T. and Independence Day echoed the same question that began in 1947, but the silence still echoes. Reports keep appearing, witnesses keep speaking, and the stars continue to watch us, as if waiting for the right moment to reveal the truth. Roswell wasn't just a dot on the map. It was the beginning of a new era of unanswered questions, of shattered boundaries between faith, science, and mystery. If this story made you think, comment, "This makes sense to me," because maybe consciousness to something much greater. And if you made it this far, it's because this journey touched you somehow. So do this. Leave your like to show you're part of this search for the truth. Write in the comments, "I'm with you till the end." And if you want to keep exploring real mysteries of the universe, there's a video right here that will take you even deeper into this topic. Click on it and continue with me, because the story is far from over.